Good evening. I'm Jim Freeman. Keaton Hall has the night off. A small Alabama city is grieving after authorities say 4 people were killed and 28 suffered injuries, some critical, in a shooting Saturday night at a teenager's birthday party. There was also a deadly shooting at a park in Louisville last night. The city is still mourning last Monday's mass shooting at a bank. CBS News correspondent Christian Benavides reports from Miami.
Dadeville, Alabama is a community mourning after gun violence broke out at a 16th birthday party. Residents and some survivors of the shooting gathered for a vigil Sunday night. Witnesses say teenagers are among the dead and injured.
I got shot right here, and right here.
Investigators are collecting evidence at the Mahogany Masterpiece Dance Studio, where the party was held Saturday night.
We're going through in a very methodical way. We're going to do exactly what we need to do to ensure justice is brought to bear for those families.
Antoine Woody says he knows 2 of the victims, including his best friend.
We loved each other, and I just hate that it had to happen to him like that.
Authorities are urging the public to come forward with any information about the shooting.
I cannot stress this enough. Ever how minor you think it is, we absolutely need you to share it.
The mayor of the city northeast of Montgomery, with a population of about 3,200, says the tragedy came as a shock.
We never had anything like this happen here in my whole 73 years.
This weekend also saw deadly gun violence at a crowded park in Louisville, Kentucky, where 2 men were killed and 4 other people wounded. It follows Monday's mass shooting at a downtown bank.
5 days later, we're at another scene of a reckless act of gun violence.
A new CBS News poll shows roughly 3 in 4 Americans believe mass shootings are preventable, and just over 60% say they want the AR-15 semi-automatic rifle banned. Christian Benavides, CBS News.
In a statement about Saturday's gun violence, President Biden said, once again, our nation is grieving. He cited guns as the leading killer of children in America and called it outrageous and unacceptable. Motorcycle crashes are increasing here in Kentucky. Compared to this time last year, there's been an uptick in motorcycle crashes and fatalities. Lori Weaver Hawkins with AAA says by this time last year, there were less than 200 crashes. Up to this point in 2023, there's been more than 230 crashes. Hawkins says Kentucky has had 15 motorcycle deaths this year compared to 8 deaths at this time last year. Those numbers do not include moped or scooter crashes. Hawkins says visibility is critical.
People driving other vehicles have more difficulty seeing a motorcyclist because of the size, and as of course is true for scooters and similar vehicles. So they're smaller, they're harder to see. Now, if you add things like rain, fog, those sorts of things that are already impairing visibility, then it would follow that they would be even more difficult to see during inclement weather.
Hawkins says it's important to stay aware and for motorcyclists to always wear their helmet. A Bell County woman has been arrested after intentionally starting a fire. Police say 69-year-old Rosemary Mosley started the fire with the intent to damage the home of Terry and Ronnie Blevins. The fire happened last month. After fire crews responded to the fire in Jensen Hollow in Bell County, they were able to contain it to just one room inside the home. Following an investigation, officials say Mosley was caught on camera starting the fire. Mosley was arrested and charged with arson. She was taken to the Bell County Detention Center. A truck caught fire in one southeastern Kentucky county early this morning. The fire happened in the 4-mile area of Bell County around 12 a.m. It occurred in front of the Kentucky Power Utilities plant just past the 4-mile bridge. Officials say the truck driver and his wife, smelled what they believed was plastic burning while driving. Not long after, they saw smoke coming through the vents. That's when they decided to open the doors to leave the truck. The fire erupted after the driver and his wife escaped. Officials say no one was hurt in the fire.
We are still tracking a few showers across the mountains as we close out the weekend. Here's a live look right now at the radar. As you can see, most of us are dry at this hour, but we are tracking a few spotty sprinkles, especially near and north of the mountain parkway. So just a heads up, if these hold together, they're moving east about 40 miles per hour. They could move into portions of Powell, Menifee, and Rowan counties within the next half hour or so. Temperatures tonight, though, they are chilly, upper 40s and lower 50s, 48 for Pikeville and Jackson, 47 in London, 46 for Hazard, and 49 over in Irvin at this hour. Temperatures will continue to fall as we go into tonight, falling into the upper 30s and lower 40s as you wake up on Monday. So a chilly start to your Monday morning commute. Definitely will need the jacket as you walk out the door in the morning. Those chilly temperatures will continue into your Monday, also into Monday night as well. Watching out for some gusty winds on Monday too. But we will warm up by midweek, but another cool down is likely by next week. All those details coming up in just a few minutes. Jim?
Thank you, Cameron. Earlier this afternoon, a 2-year-old boy went missing here in Perry County, but authorities have confirmed they have found the child. The Perry County Sheriff's Office says they responded to a call on Margaret Lane around 10 a.m. this morning to investigate the situation. After searching around the home, Mike and Nix from the Big Creek area of Perry County could not be found, so officials decided to expand their search. The Sheriff's Office says the child was found between Margaret Lane and Polly Hollow by volunteers around 2 o'clock. Last year, a boy from Wolfe County was diagnosed with brain cancer after doctors found a large mass in the back of his brain and around his brain stem. Last month, Levi McKee celebrated his 7th birthday at Kentucky Children's Hospital receiving cancer treatment. Samantha Valentino is in Wolfe County to check in on Levi and is more about those in the community who have helped make his 7th birthday extra special.
In March, we introduced you to Levi.
I'm fighting right now.
You are? What are you fighting?
That's why I don't have hair.
He was getting ready to turn 7 at Kentucky Children's Hospital. Levi was diagnosed with brain cancer last year and receives regular treatment at UK. His parents wanted your help making his birthday special.
We wanted to ask anybody that will to try and pick up a card and put it in the mail for him for his birthday.
And let's just say you delivered.
First day it was 3 cards. Oh, okay, we might reach our goal of 100. And then the next day it was 630, and then 800, and then it got into the thousands.
13,064 cards and counting. Almost a month later, they're still coming in.
We've received cards and support from all over the world, all over this state, every single nook and cranny of Kentucky.
People in places like London, Bangkok, and Amsterdam sent Levi cards too.
I thank you for giving me cards. It made my birthday special.
But not just cards, hundreds of packages too.
Lots of toys.
Yeah, lots of toys. Literally anything that you can imagine that a kid would want, they got it for him.
So many toys that Levi was able to share them with his friends at UK's Dance Blue Clinic. WKYT has received calls and messages asking us how Levi's doing.
How are you?
Good.
Levi has just completed his 6th round of chemotherapy, and he says he's feeling much better.
We've got a couple more to go, but he's doing really well on a very hard path.
In Wolfe County, Samantha Valentino, WKYT.
In Wolfe County, that was, of course, Samantha Valentino. And we continue with our news. If you'd like to support UK's Dance Blue Clinic, you can find the link to donate in this story on WYMT.com. In Harlan County, 2 teenage girls are now safe after they got lost yesterday. Several members of the Harlan County Rescue Squad and deputies with the Harlan County Sheriff's Office responded and assembled search teams to cover as much ground as possible. The girls said they were somewhere on a trail located off from Slope Hollow. After searching for nearly 5 hours, one of the deputies found the 2 girls and 3 dogs that belonged to